everyone, and welcome to 11 Foot Pole, A Tale of High Adventure. We are this week taking a break from our Dagger Hearts playtest to do a Legend in the Mist playtest. Most anticipated game of 2026 is out, and we've decided to give it a try. Joining me around the table, playing Rothko, a halfling boar riding cook, is Corey.
Hey.
Playing Garen, a deer stalker, is Lynn.
Howdy.
Playing Tilly, a youthful former chimney sweep, is Jason.
Present.
And playing Jane, a aspiring sellsword, is JP.
Greetings.
As our story opens, it's a beautiful rustic scene. You've got the mountains in the background, and the barley fields and so forth in the foreground. And you guys are making your way back to Ravenholm after having chased off some bandits that were trying to extract a toll from people who were coming up and down the road to Ravenholm and so forth. So Jane, the town alderman, asked you to go out there and scare them off, and you decided to get together three of your friends, and you're supposed to get a fourth, but he got a bad case of schedule conflicts at the last minute. So you just went with the three of them, and you sent these bandits packing. You kind of intimidated them and said, if you don't want the whole town coming out here and dealing with you, if you know what's good for you, you'll get lost. And they did.
You better run.
They better run. So you're coming back to town, and you're kind of on the outskirts. The spring sun peeks through the overcast morning, bathing the golden barley fields in its gray light. Songbirds huddle in their nests, their chorus of chirping filling the souls of farmers working tirelessly. Ravensdale spreads before you, a small but fertile valley, where barley fields stretch along the feet of the hills and apple orchards dot the landscape, all the way to the snowy peaks of Greyback Mountain. Whether locals or travelers from distant hamlets or beyond the dales, all are welcome here. On the road to the village of Ravenholm, laughter catches your ear from the newly harvested stalks. A young girl plays and frolics by the edge of the tall barley. Willow, known to you by her kind and precocious demeanor. How she has grown. JP?
Yep.
Look up.
I'm looking up.
A picture of Willow. How she's grown. The precocious youth.
Okay.
She might be a romantic interest for you, though.
We're already looking.
You decided to go pretty young there. I don't know if we're allowed to have a romantic interest.
Is
for
she
you.
a looker?
We're not allowed to say. And I know the FCC. So you guys are coming up the road, and what's the who is holding forth in the conversation as our scenes open? Which one of your characters is in the midst of a story or tale?
Do they have to be in the midst of a story or tale? I mean, like, I think that I think that Tilly would if he was carrying on Rothko.
Okay.
Because this guy's got it's true. Yeah. Seriously, I mean, that's kind of what's gonna be happening.
You got that. That adolescent, you're in that adolescent boy period where there's never enough food.
Everything smells good.
Yeah.
Rothko's telling you about this, the latest dish that he tried.
Okay.
He went out on a little ride on his boar.
Very interesting, because Tilly is thinking about that stale bread.
Yeah.
Okay. He's kind of tired of.
Yeah.
Are you like laying in, like telling him about the gravy and telling him about the sprinkles of nutmeg?
I'm pretty sure that there was some cashews in there somewhere.
Cashews? What?
So you guys notice Willow up here, and suddenly your conversation about chopped cashews is interrupted as she lets loose an ear-piercing scream. Suddenly, Willow lets out a blood-curdling scream, points to the field, paralyzed, her lips quivering. So she's pointing out here into this kind of field of barley, and there's kind of this, there's like piles of harvested barley already sort of laying about, but she gives out piercing scream. Your character is towards the front, Jason.
Right, Tilly charges in.
What? You gonna charge over there and see what's happening?
Yes, absolutely. That's a damsel in distress.
All right. Yeah. As you start to move in this direction, you see a figure emerge from the barley.
Worst glasses, I gotta say.
Is it Fields of Gold?
Is it a
thing
creepy
singing
thing?
in the background?
Looks like
Okay.
some either that or just face.
Emerging from the tall blades right next to her is a shambling, water-drenched figure, its face mummified and blackened with rot. It wears the rusty remains of some resplendent armor from a bygone age. It locks eyes onto Willow, angling a corroded blade in her direction that's dripping with putrid water with every step. So you see this frightening creature emerge from between in the field of barley.
Mm-hmm.
You see that it is fixing to lunge towards Willow. Lynn, you're the best one with ranged weapons. Does Garen whip out his bow and send a shot in that direction?
Not just in the direction. I'm going to put it between his eyes.
All right. So here's how you're going to do that. You're going to look at your character sheet.
All right.
And you're going to build up a number of tags that would be relevant to the action you are trying to do.
Okie doke. So I can take aim as I'm skilled with the bow.
Right? Skilled with a bow, that's one. Father's U bow would be a second one.
All right.
Okay, so just so you guys know, down where it says new power tags, you haven't earned those yet. Those are ones you can level up to. Just the first three in each tag are yours, and you also don't get the special improvement at the bottom. I know that can be confusing, but basically you have to choose between the first three tags in each one.
Okay, well, I've got my father's U bow.
You got your father's U bow.
I'll lean in on that one. I have a rapid second arrow if that's available to me.
Well, it won't be at this point, but you have father's U bow and skilled with a bow.
All right.
You could probably use untapped fierceness.
Oh, okay. So I use any of those.
Yeah, you want to see how many tags you have that could apply to the action that you're trying to do.
All right. So
the more the better.
Tag sheet, the little mouth leaf, it's got tagged, and there's 6 little things underneath it. So can I pick 6 tags?
That's something different. We're not there yet.
Okay.
Or if you look at the first page there where it says example actions, fire and arrow.
Yes.
They have skill with a bow and father's U bow.
Yep. All right.
Okay, so you would be.
So skill with the bow is. I thought that was like the heading of it. Okay, I got you.
I know that's very confusing, but the name tag for each theme is also a tag.
Okay.
It took me a while to get that clear too. All right, so
I
you would be
see
at plus 2. So you're going to roll 2d6. You're going to add 2, and you're going to tell us what you get. You're trying to get a 10 or better.
All right. So I got a 5 plus 2. I got a 7.
You got a 7. On a 7, you get to. Your action succeeds, but there are also consequences. All right. So now we go to. If you look right above that on the how to play, it tells you exactly how to do it. 1, you describe your action. 2, you make a roll. You roll your dice. 3, you spend your power. Okay. So you had 2 power. Power is just whatever you were adding to your roll. Okay. You had 2 power. The most logical thing for you to do would be to spend that to give him a wounded status of 2.
Yes.
Okay. So he is wounded 2. But he is able to lunge forward and strike Willow. And now Willow is wounded 2. And you see 2 more of them emerging from the barley. Wow. So, Willow is in immediate danger. Which one of you guys wants the spotlight? Jason, were you going to run over there?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to do?
Oh wow, there's 2, and they can. How does it look like the 2 that are back there could lunge and get to her?
Yes.
Fast mode.
Yes, they're not far behind the first one.
They're not far. Okay. He's gonna run forward with his dagger.
Mm-hmm. Well, before you start gathering tags, what are you doing?
Oh.
Are you trying to stab the?
He's gonna throw a dagger.
Throw a dagger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But here the intent is to be visible, to be seen, to throw a dagger and maybe draw the attention.
Okay. But also to
he's gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna try to hit it. He's gonna get as close as he can get.
Get all your tags together.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna maybe use the dagger use strong thrower,
Strong thrower.
and either stand his ground, a trait, or footed, or
Sure-footed maybe to help you get there closer. I don't see how stand your ground really works yet.
Okay.
So you're at +3. Go ahead and roll it. 11. All right. So you had 3 damage to do. Are you going to put a wounded 3 on him?
Yeah.
Okay. He falls over.
Yay. Okay. So,
And just to make sure, putting a wounded 3 on top of a wounded 2 does not make a wounded 5.
Correct.
Right? 3.
oh, makes a wounded 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And evidently his threshold was maybe 3.
Could be. Looks that way.
So
Looks
is that
that way.
is that much as much distance? What's movement like?
You're done.
You're done.
That was your spotlight.
Okay. Understand. Okay.
All right. Who wants to act next?
I'll take the next spotlight.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Yeah. So Rothko's gonna kind of give Truffle the spurs, and he wants to ride up and scoop up Willow.
Okay.
Nice.
And then,
Pull her to safety?
and yeah, pull her to safety, and basically turn. I don't know if I can ride all the way away, but at least get her so that me and the pig are
moving
on,
away from. Okay.
yeah.
What tags do you want to use to do this?
All right.
I can tell you right now that the danger you're facing is the lunge consequence, where one of them could possibly grab you, Truffles, or her before you can succeed. So
Okay. Well, I'm going to use Truffle the Giant Boar.
Yeah.
That's a tag.
And
I'm going to use Strong and Sturdy.
okay, because you're trying to pick her up. Yeah.
And I think that'll be it.
Okay. You are at +2.
That's an 8.
An 8. Okay. All right. So you succeed in getting her and getting turned around. You kind of have her across the saddle bow of Truffles, but in the process, one of these guys lunges up to you, and you take wounded 2. His rusty sword lashes out. He has like this, like they were kind of, they're kind of shambling, like some kind of shambling undead thing. And then all of a sudden they're like, ah, and they jump you.
No.
Okay, let's talk about how statuses work. Everybody look at the little leaves or mouths. This is one of the things that is a little bit complicated, JP, but I'm confident you can get this. I know I can teach this to you. Okay.
I'm already lost, so
What are you lost about?
everything that's happened so far.
Straightforward. It's really straightforward.
Okay. Well, when your turn comes around, you'll see. How about that? Are you with me?
Yep.
Okay. So you look at those tags, okay? The leaves that have the status tags on, okay? Every status has a intensity or level or whatever. And you see there you've got little columns for 1 through 6. Okay? So Corey just took wounded 2. So he's going to put a little X in the 2 column, and he's going to put the word wounded on there.
That little line above the tag.
Right? There's a little space that says what the tag is, and you put an X on the 2.
Would I have an option to have a reaction,
That was my
or
question.
was it because it was part of my turn?
Yes, you have the option to have a reaction.
Okay.
But first,
Okay. Well, because the part of the reaction is competitive.
I know, but I want to explain how this works.
Okay.
Okay. So when you get wounded 2, bless you, then you have a -2 to anything that being wounded would make harder for you to do. That's like a status that's on you. It's like being exhausted in D&D. The difference is, if something else happened to you that gave you wounded 3, you wouldn't just move the X over to 3. You would put an X in 3 and still have the X in 2. The highest column is what you're considered is your status. So now you'd be at -3 for anything that wounded would affect you with. But if you have an X in 2 and an X in 3, and I told you were wounded 2 again, you can't mark 2, so you would move to the right. If you were wounded 2 and 3, and I told you you were wounded 2, you'd have to go all the way over to wounded 4 and mark that.
Yeah.
That's how they kind of stack on top of each other.
Now, did we blow by wounded 1? Is that going to be an open spot?
That'll be an open spot.
How do you get back to there?
Well, you can't unless something happens to you that makes you wounded 1, or you get healed. When you get healed, however many points you get healed for, you move all the columns down that far.
Okay, so you're saying that it could happen. You could be wounded 3,
Yes.
and then still achieve a wounded 1.
Absolutely.
You wouldn't count up. The wounded
No.
1 would fill the spot.
Exactly.
Huh.
Yeah. So the only time you move, you count
Zero.
up is when the specific spot I tell you is already full.
Got it.
Right? So, the reaction phase.
All right.
You would want to put together tags that you think would be relevant to
Yep.
keeping from getting wounded. And
So-
you can't use any of the tags you use for this action.
Yep. So I'm going to use my worn iron skillet as a shield, or like to parry.
Nice. That's cute.
It. I swear, it even says it that is a defensive, could be a defensive move.
I'm perfectly fine with that in most situations. You're riding truffles and grabbing a girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you guiding with truffles with your knees? Is that?
I could see the attempt. I could. You're trying to get this girl on. This guy's coming in. He's lunging
Yeah.
to attack, and you're like,
Truffles is an experienced steed. He knows how to shift his weight
Yeah.
to keep him on there.
I mean,
All right, go for it.
I'm not really thinking.
Do you have any other defensive tags?
Short but stout would be my.
What was the other one you used?
I
Something-
use strong and sturdy. That's truffles.
Oh,
So
okay.
Using him at his strength to
Okay.
get me there and
All right.
scoop her up and everything.
Okay,
So, all right. So I've got a +2, and I don't have the wound yet.
Right.
that's correct.
Okay. I don't really want to be wounded too.
No.
All right. Ooh. So 11, 12, 13.
13. Okay.
With hope.
Deliver consequences. Reaction. On a 10 plus, you get +1 power. So you had 2 power already, so now you have 3 power. So you can do 2 to buy down the wounded status.
Yep.
You still have 1 left for like a bonus action. A good bonus action in this case would be get the fuck out of there 1.
Okay. Okay.
For example,
Yeah.
you
Flee. Flee.
Yeah.
flee
Well,
one.
tactical retreat 1.
Okay,
You
okay.
know, yeah. Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
All right, JP. Time to nut up or shut up. What do you want to do in this situation?
Yeah.
Which one am I again? I can't.
You're right here, and there are 2 walking corpses here and here, threatening your friends.
Can I get to them?
Sure.
All right. We're gonna see how this works. Move me over there.
All right.
Now, first of all, I don't see any weapons on my character sheet anywhere.
Okay.
Do we have weapons? How does this work?
So on the
It'd be pretty poor sellsword without a sword.
Without a sword.
Did you sell
first
your
of all,
sword?
you
Lynn said he had a
and-
bow. I don't see anything like that on my sheet.
do you see under reforged arms where it says notched blade?
Yeah, that's a tag or something, right?
Yes, that is your sword. You have piecemeal armor and a notched blade.
Okay.
And
I'll use my notched blade. whatever that may
reforged
be.
arms is also a tag. So you can use that.
Swing wide and hard.
All right, so I'm going to use my notched blade. Now I go down to look at tags that'll help me, right?
Well, that is a tag that'll help you. Look, go to the first page. Look under example action.
Yep.
See where it says strike true?
Yep.
That's an example of 4 tags that you could put together to get a +4 on a roll to hit somebody with your sword. They've already done it for. They've already done it for you.
Well, I want to try to do it myself, so I learn.
Okay.
So the you can use 2 from the same one. Okay.
Yes.
Reforged arms, notched blade, rookie sellsword, seek danger would be one. Do I have that? It's on my sheet.
Seek danger. Where's that?
It says new power tag.
Okay. So the ones down there you haven't earned yet. Those are ones you can get when you level up. That's why they're
Okay.
kind of in a different color and they're not checked.
So I think I could get 5 out of this.
Okay. How?
Rookie sellsword, swing wide and hard. The 4 in their example, plus laugh off danger by running into this.
You could.
It sounds very swashbuckling. I agree.
The only reason you might not want to use laugh off danger, if you get hit in return, you could use that as a defensive tag to lessen the amount of damage you take.
Okay.
But you could
Could I
also use it to attack. It's up to you. You're less likely to take damage if you're rolling +5.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay, roll it.
5 and 4 is 9 plus 5, 14.
14! 14, you say? Okay.
You say.
So you had 5 power. 5 power
That's a lot.
with that
Well
roll
done.
That's a
that you
lot.
can spend. You could, what they show on your example actions is you could put it all into wounded. That's a spicy meatball. If you hit
That's a
him,
lot of wounded.
if you hit him
That's a
for
lot
5
of
wounded, you could hit him for 4 wounded and save a point to like move up to the other one, or try to distract or push back the other one, or to get out of there yourself. Do you want to spend all 5 on wounded, or do you want to save one for something else?
I'll spend 4 on wounded.
Okay.
One.
And what do you want to do with the remaining one?
That's a good question. Do I have a list of options?
You
Like,
do, where it says spend power above the example actions, where it's how to play.
Give or remove a status,
Yeah, you
or
can
discover a detail, or perform an extra feat.
Yeah. So I don't know how you could use your sword swing to discover a detail, but an extra feat would be something like kick water in the eyes of the other one, or like I say, get into an advantageous position, jump up on that log so you have the high ground. Those are the main things I can think of now. The longer we play, the more we'll be able to think of these things. You want to get
But
into an
I could also do a discover a detail like what do they seem vulnerable? Did my sword do certain type of damage or something down the road? But I'm not going to do that right now. I could kind of see what my strike did to it. So I'll jump up on that log with my extra feet.
Okay. This is where I'm new at this game too. I actually should have taken one away for dead flesh because
It doesn't do as
they
much.
have the dead flesh tag, which makes them harder to harm. But okay, so this
Now,
one
would that
falls.
have been something I could have discovered if you didn't reveal it to us?
Yes, I shouldn't have mentioned you getting up there. Okay, there we go. Has everybody gone? Oh my gosh, it's back around to you.
Well, Lynn went.
Oh yeah. All right, Lynn.
There's another one of those dudes out there, right?
Yeah, there's still one left.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, let's see. This time, I'm gonna use my keen senses, my eyesight, to really focus really hard. I've got my skill with the bow, and I've also got rapid second arrows. So I'm gonna try to hit him twice.
Okay. You can also
Is that
use Father's U-bow for that.
Right? Okay, so is that a 4?
Skilled with the bow, Father's U-bow, keen senses, and swift
rapid
second arrow.
second
Yeah,
arrow.
you're at plus
Let's
4.
do it. All right. All right, I got a 6.
You got a 6.
Total?
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, if this was Daggerheart,
Snake
that'd
eyes?
have been a
Snake eyes. All
A
right.
total of 6?
crit. You got a
Skill
total of
it.
six
that's not good.
with a plus
Continue.
4.
Yeah, that's not
that
good.
sucks.
That's not good.
All right. In that case, the consequence, I am going to. He stops suddenly and gazes at his sword as if recalling its old days. He does a little flourish with the sword. And JP, you're close enough and have enough martial training to know he's recalling some of his fighting maneuvers from the good old days. You think he might have gained a tag or two and actually become more powerful. I am going to threaten you, JP, since you're here. He lunges towards you with his sword. What are you going to do about that?
I don't know.
Do you want to fight him with
I'm
your
looking up to
sword?
react. I'm looking up to reaction.
It's not a reaction.
Oh, sorry.
It's not a reaction. It's just a regular action. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way. But no. Him lunging at you is the threat, right? So the game loop is establish, hero action, consequences. In establish, I'm supposed to set up a threat, something that is going to happen if you guys don't do something.
Right.
Then you do your hero action, you assemble your tags, and you roll. Then we do consequences. and you can try to resist the consequences in that phase.
Right.
So this is still the established phase. This thing's coming at you, and now he looks like a Nego Montoya. Like all of a sudden he's improved his fighting ability.
Has he got the blade in his left hand?
He throws it into his right
Watch
hand.
out.
He throws it into his right hand and does like this, and now he's coming at you. So he has dead flesh and parry
Oh,
now.
oh, that's
Okay,
okay.
so JP, those are both tags that work against you, which means you have to take away 2 from your power before you roll. So if you assembled that same thing, you had 5 power last time, JP.
Yeah.
You had 5 power last time, right?
Yep.
If you assemble that same thing, now you'd be rolling at +3 because I'm taking away 2 by parrying and having dead flesh.
Okay. So it's my turn basically.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to build the same thing. I'm going to leave off laugh off danger.
Okay.
I'm going to use fiery rhetoric in its place, and use a Princess of the Bride quote. You pick. You choose. Princess Bride quote. Like you smell of rotted, or you smell worse than your dead rotting friend, or something. That's fiery rhetoric.
Okay.
Elderberry. It smells of elderberry.
How many can you do? Like, is there a limit?
There is no limit. I don't think you can use fiery rhetoric for this action because he's not
Can I
affected
use
by.
strong will?
Say what?
Strong will?
I don't see how that's going to help you either.
Okay, change my stars because I'm trying to make a name for myself. It's a sellsword.
Okay. All right. Change my stars. I like that.
What does that mean? Change my star. What's
Like
it?
change my fate. Like change my.
Oh.
Go against tradition.
Feisty,
and-
single-minded, setting out on the journey to rewrite my fate, letting nothing stand in my way.
Yeah, because okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay.
A little extra.
So change my stars, and then what else? Rookie sell sword, swing wide and hard, and
Yes.
Nox blade.
Yes.
Okay, that would be.
So that's 5. That's 4.
That's
No, it's
4.
5.
It's 4. You could use reforged arms. That would give you 5.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Then
then
I'm-
so it's 3 because
Yeah.
he has the 2.
Exactly.
That's 5, and a 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9.
You get a 9. Okay. So you can inflict wounded 3 on him, which is what I assume you're trying to do, right?
I would, yes.
Unfortunately, he gives you wounded 2. So on one of your little leaves, write wounded and put an X in the 2 column. So you swing at him, you're fencing him, you're trying to change your stars and show everybody how badass you are. But he proves himself to be a little more capable than you'd hoped, and gets a stab in against you. Which one of you 2 jokers is going to get in there and try to help him?
I don't know, get in there, but okay. So I have a particular problem now. I've thrown my 1 dagger that I have.
Okay.
Right.
Hey, you can have
Can
one
I
dagger.
interject? Can I make a procedural question? Glenn?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, if on my skill or trade down at the bottom, special improvement, are we there yet?
No, you have to earn that when you level up.
When I level up. Okay.
Yes. Those are all. So where it says new power tags, those are all suggestions for when you level up, and the special improvement is a suggestion for when you level up.
Oh, I have a question as well.
Yes.
So, it got a hit in on JP's
Oh, that's right,
character.
JP. You can do a reaction to try to lessen the
I can
amount
use
damage you took.
so I can use tags.
Yes, but you can't use any of the
All right.
tags you used for the action,
Correct. I will use Peacemail armor
right?
and
Point of order.
the laugh off danger.
Definitely. Okay.
So I'm wounded. So I'm not wounded.
Well, you got to roll. You're rolling with 2 power, but you got to roll.
Roll 2d6 again.
Roll 2d6 and add 2.
7 plus what'd you say 2
Yes, sir.
is 9.
Okay, on a 9, you can spend your power to lessen negative effects, which you only had wounded 2. You have 2 power, so now you're not wounded. You managed to block it with your armor.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you, Corey.
Note to self: use a pencil for those.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely use a
yeah.
pencil for statuses.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely use a pencil for statuses. Okay, Jason.
Okay. So there's one dead one that I stuck in.
Stop.
Yeah.
Where is dagger on your character sheet?
It's in possessions.
In your backpack.
No.
It's in a power tag.
It's in a trait. It's in a trait.
Yeah.
Possession.
Okay.
That's how it was presented in the apple picker, but it was something else.
Yeah. They did that because it's there's more than one of them. So why don't you put like handful of daggers or daggers in every crevice or
I mean
brace of daggers or boot daggers.
Like a bandolier with daggers on it. That'd be cool.
I will work with that.
Okay.
Is it possible that he can just retrieve the one out of the one he's stuck that's laying dead on the ground?
Sure. Oh yeah.
That's what I mean. So what he would do is he'd run over. He would he'd scoop it up, but he wants to make sure that when he runs by the pig, that he kind of smiles at the girl and shows that.
No, we're not doing that.
Come on, what's wrong with that?
Because you're too young and she's too young. We're not doing that.
Okay, we haven't done an age thing there yet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, you're too young and she's too young. We're not doing underage romance.
He's not. He's just doing to impress.
Whatever.
All right.
He's just smiling.
He's just
Come
smiling.
on, Dad.
She's on the other side of the
And so
pig.
she can't see. It's just part of his personality. Come on.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
You
Are
just
you
made-
wanting to assemble some tags to try to impress her, or?
well, I'm just saying this is an opportunity.
You just made eyes at the pig.
Right. All right. He scoops up his dagger.
Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then from still a safe distance away, using his strong throw. Again, dagger and I can use stand his ground. Stand his ground means that he doesn't back down.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's a scrappy
Yeah.
description.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't have like throwing arm or anything. You have one.
I have strong throw.
Okay. So strong throw, dagger, and stand your ground.
Yeah.
So 3. Okay. Working against you is.
I can do sure-footed too.
I don't see how that would really help you.
Okay.
Working against you is parry and dead flesh.
Okay.
So you're down to 1.
We'll make it happen.
Show us what you got.
7.
A 7. You toss your dagger at him, but he lunges at you.
Oh, screw that.
I assume you're going to give him wounded 1?
Oh, did I actually hit him? Yeah, of course. Yeah, he gets wounded 1. 7 was a success.
7 is a success with a consequence, right? 7 or 9.
Yep.
So you're going to take wounded 2, although you can try to resist it.
I will.
What do you got?
I'm going to try to resist with, we talked about tough skin.
Okay.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Artful dodger.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
And
Sounds like it's 2.
that's 2.
Roll 2d6 and add 2.
Yeah. 11.
In 11. All right. You are able to buy down the wounded status.
You did 2 to award.
No, you
I'm
roll
able to
a
buy
2
that.
power, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're able to buy it all the way down, but since you rolled a 10 plus, you get an extra power to spend on an effect, like an advantageous situation, or get the hell out of Dodge,
Oh, right.
or retrieve your dagger.
Yeah, we're going to get out of Dodge.
Okay?
Yeah.
After he uses his stand your ground tag.
Yeah.
he's-
Well, now that my dagger is gone.
Up to a limit.
yeah, within reason. Within reason.
And it's
Stand your ground
going
within
to be
reason.
a lot of this right here.
All right,
you know.
Corey, Rothko hasn't gone in a while.
Yep, here we go. All right, so I'm going to set the girl down,
Okay.
and then I'm going to turn and I'm going to charge. I'll pull my cleaver out with my other hand, so I've got
Right.
my cleaver and my frying pan and
Right.
my legs. I'm short but stocky. I got big, powerful thighs.
Okay.
Holding on to that pig.
And you're gonna charge him?
Yeah, I'm in Truffles. Can I use Truffles as a, like, he's gonna like gore him or ram him, or just as a power tap?
I think it's gonna be one or the other.
Okay, like either my weapons or
Yeah,
Truffle.
I think so.
Okay.
Like he's getting you there faster. That's kind of cool.
He is
Okay.
strong and sturdy. Truffles.
Yeah. So maybe what I can do is use the cleaver, the frying pan, and Truffles strong and sturdy as like
Okay.
memento.
Yeah, he's sturdy. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm using that to
Okay.
hit.
+3.
So +3.
-2 because I'm parrying and I'm made of dead flesh.
Oh, that's not going to be good. All right, so +1. Do I have anything? So.
Wait. You had strong and sturdy, the pan, and the
cleaver.
Cleaver. Okay. Yeah.
So I am rolling at a +1.
Yeah, you're a +1.
All right. 6, 7, 8.
8.
An 8.
You do.
I can do wounded 1.
Okay. Yeah.
So I had 1 because he reduced my power by 2, so I only have 1 power.
Okay. He was already wounded 1 from a dagger, so now he's wounded 2 and wounded 1, but he's wounded 2 now.
All right.
But you also are going to be wounded 2 unless you have a clever way to resist the hurt.
What? I will use.
If only you hadn't attacked with the frying pan, you could defend yourself.
Yeah. but I knew he was gonna.
Parry.
I knew he was gonna pull my power down by 2.
Oh yeah.
So I had to at least have 3 to try and do something.
Yeah. Just for the record, though, even if you're rolling at -1, you always have 1 power to spend.
All right.
Okay. You always have, if you succeed,
Even if they're reducing your power.
yeah, even if you're rolling at +0 or -1 or whatever, you always have 1 power to spend to put a wound status on them.
Okay. Is there any reason that I wouldn't try to resist the damage? Like, if I fail the reaction, I still just get the consequences, right?
That is correct.
It doesn't get worse for me.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason not to give it a shot, even if you're rolling at +0.
I will use short but stout, and can I use Truffle the giant boar as he tries to jive out of the way to protect me or get me out of harm's way? So with a +2. That's 8 + 2, 10.
Okay. You don't take any damage.
Oh, and I get one spend power +1, so I don't take the 2 damage, and I get an additional power. Is that right?
What power were you rolling with? You're rolling with power 2?
Power 2. Yeah.
Then yes, you still have 1 point left over.
Can I? I'm gonna do the same one where I ride away.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. JP. As everybody runs off but you, it turns hungrily towards you again. I forgot to give you a 1 point for having the high ground. You want to stay on the high ground and wait for it to come to you?
If it's coming to me, yes, I will stay there.
It is coming to you. It's going to stab you to death. So you are going to try to stab it first, I assume?
If I'm allowed to, yeah.
That's how it works. Yes, sir.
And I will use my same combination, I think. Yes.
For 4.
We'll use my same.
For +4.
It was 5 minus 2 is 3.
But you're +1 because you have the advantageous position.
Oh, okay.
So you're at +4. Final power.
6 plus 2 is 8 plus 4 is 12.
12? You are able to murder the last sentry, and you still have a point to do something cool as an extra action.
I don't know what that would be. I will, where did everybody run off to? Back behind me?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I will backflip.
All right.
Go backflip.
I will backflip off the log, and when I land, I will be facing. I'll do a 180 in the air. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Pretty
That's
slick.
really cool.
And I will announce, I am Jane Tinkerplate.
And I have done this.
Do not forget my name.
So we hit him multiple times,
Yes.
right? So how, like, can you explain what his wounded status was looking like? Because I think I did a 1, but he had already had a 1, so it went up to 2. Or no,
Yes.
the 1 wasn't filled yet. I can't remember.
He hit him with a dagger for 1.
Okay.
You hit him for 1 more. So then he had 1 and 2.
Okay. Right.
But then JP came along and hit him for like 4.
Okay.
Right? And his limit is 3.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so he just
We just had to hit him one more time, really, because a 1 or a 2 would have gone up to a 3.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
You didn't. It didn't have to be the overkill of Jane, the woman they call Jane.
Yeah. I can see that being her. That's her calling card is overkill.
Yeah.
So let me ask about possession here.
Yes.
And that is, so this thing had a sword. And we couldn't use sword as a tag. We could scoop it up and use it in some other way, sell it. How does that work?
Yeah, you could have it in your backpack. You could use it as a tag.
Could use it as a tag?
Yeah, it could be in your backpack. Yeah. You can be carrying around a sword.
And we can, through our adventuring, we can get more equipment that we can use as tags, right?
Yes, you're going to get stuff in your backpack to use as tags. JP and Lynn, you guys should both pick one item out of the backpack box on your character sheet to be something that your character is carrying. But your characters are, you guys live here.
Yeah.
So you're carrying ordinary stuff that you don't have to, in your backpack doesn't have to say boots, a belt, earrings, You're carrying stuff that you normally carry. You're picking things to put in your backpack that are going to be like important to the story later.
But you say we live here.
Yes.
We're in this little area that we live. That this is.
You guys are returning to Raven's.
Got it.
Ravenholm.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is where y'all live. Okay. So.
Guys, notice that Glenn said sentry, so that sounds to me like they're the outer guard. They're the pickets. So we're getting close to something.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Well.
What is that?
So after she does her dramatic backflip and whips her sword around so the goo comes off of it, a silence falls. Willow is still sort of laying in the grass, stunned or petrified or who knows what. But what do you guys want to do? Keep in mind, there's a scene. I can't remember everything that happens, but in one of the movies, it's when Sam and Frodo are walking through the tall grass, and Sam runs up and he's like, Mr. Frodo, and he's like, well, I thought I'd lost you. And what does Frodo says? We're still in the Shire. What could happen?
Right.
And he's like, well, I told Gandalf I wouldn't lose you. And that's when Merry and Pippin show up. So the appearance of these walking dead or whatever they are right here, this close to Ravensdale, that's a big deal to you guys because you don't expect to see anything worse than maybe a couple wolves or the occasional bear anywhere close to Ravensdale. So what do you guys do about Willow, and what do you guys do about these three undead corpses?
Well, Willow can't go adventuring. We were headed back to...
Yes, you were headed back to Ravensdale.
We have to take Willow with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rothko will ride Truffles over to where Willow is, and he'll hop down and kind of, as if none of that just happened, hey, hey, are you okay?
You notice that Willow seems to have taken a wound as a consequence of somebody's action. She has a ugly looking cut across her shoulder, which is bleeding, and her eyes are like frozen open in fear. You think she might be petrified 2 and wounded 1. What are you guys going to do about that? If only your blessed brewer was here, instead of experiencing a schedule conflict.
True that.
Schedule conflict.
True that.
Now, JP, I think in your example actions you have...
I do have what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Look at your example actions.
Yep.
So Willow is petrified 2.
And I do inspiring cheer?
One of your example actions is dispel fear.
Ooh, really?
Oh, fear, petrified. Okay, gotcha.
Or raise morale. You could try a raise morale action or a dispel fear action.
I'm going to do dispel fear, and I'm going to do these. So I need 2, right? Cheerful resolve.
We've got 3 there: cheerful resolve, strong will, and laugh off danger.
Yeah. So technically, she's scared or worried.
She's petrified.
Scared.
So, scared. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do the. I'll just do that whole complete combination there.
Okay. Give me a. I know this isn't your strong suit, but give me a little flavor text, a little description of the kind of thing you're saying to her to snap her out of it. Are you like Edna Node from The Incredibles? Get yourself together. Or
I am Jane Tinkerplate, and I have done away with these zombie sentries that cause you harm, and you should not fear any longer. You should not be in any more harm as long as you're in my presence.
all right, I like it. Go ahead and roll.
Say JP.
Ooh, 6 and 4 is 10 plus, so 10 plus.
Okay, you snap her out of it. She blinks and kind of realizes what happens, and she seems to be okay. Is anybody but me watching the pit? Nobody's watching the pit.
I'm watching the
Go ahead
pit.
and watch that 'cause
It's amazing.
JP, you're watching it?
Yes, it's great.
Okay. You remember the girl who gets brought in with her leg got chopped off by the fence?
Oh dear.
But she doesn't realize
Yes.
what's wrong, and then she looks over and they're like working on her leg, and she's like, "Is that my leg?" So you snap her out of her frayed state, but you're worried she might look down at her shoulder and see all the blood. Who wants to put together an action to try to staunch the bleeding?
Just go with the airplane sequence from the movie Airplane.
You
where
all
he
line
walks
up to
and
slap
slaps
her harder and harder?
Yeah.
Yeah. So can it be like a joint effort?
No.
No. I mean, saying like I don't know if it benefits. So I mean, my little guy, he could kind of distract her while her wound is getting.
Okay. Does anybody see anything in their character sheet that could be useful for binding up a wound?
Flour. Got any flour in your pack? Throw that into that
I
bleeding.
have recipes of healing.
You got recipes of healing.
You have recipes of healing?
I do.
Okay, well that seems like
That's
that might be
Yeah.
something you want to call upon.
So would that be that I already have something? Like, could I use that along with timely snack
Absolutely.
and maybe cheerfulness? Be like,
I think he's already covered the cheerfulness part.
okay, all right.
There is a way to do the brewing and stuff, but we're not going to worry about it tonight.
Okay,
JP's already overloaded enough. So you have 2 power.
Okay.
She's only wounded 1, so just don't fuck up the roll.
Okay. Yeah. Just don't fuck it up.
Yeah, just,
4, 8, 9.
9. Okay. Okay, you managed to bind her wound and give her a little healing snack. You're like, oh, this will take care of the pain.
Yeah.
These are my special brownies.
Yeah.
Okay, believe me, eat 3 of these, you won't be feeling any pain. But the consequence is she's not wounded, because how much power did you have?
I had.
Yeah. Okay. So she's not wounded, but now she's like weary, exhausted, weak-legged.
Okay.
Something like that, like needs to be carried to.
Okay.
But you've stabilized her.
Yeah, and then I'll hoist her up on Truffles.
Okay.
all
All right.
That way she can ride Truffles back to town.
Okay. What'd you guys think of your first Legend in the Mist battle?
It's all right.
Yeah, it's good.
It's all right.
JP, does it make a little more sense now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad we have a couple of fighters because it's not me.
Well, we have an interesting party demographic here. I mean, like, honestly, I was looking at that. Thief, right?
I mean, I knew I wasn't creating like a battle master.
Right. Well, that's okay because there's lots of other situations that you guys will encounter. So you guys grab, you hoist her up on your. Do you guys want to, before you head back to town, investigate anything in this general area?
Yes.
Might be a good idea.
I'm gonna first of all retrieve my arrows
Okay.
from all different directions since I'd had no good grouping at all, and so I'm a deer stalker and I have stealthy step and keen senses.
Okay.
So I'm going to use all those to make a good investigation of the dead, undead, and maybe from where they came from, and I can kind of see where because he kind of just appeared out of nowhere, didn't he?
Out of the barley, yes.
Out of the barley. So let me investigate the broken barley stalk.
Okay. Well, first of all, you're probably going to want to look at the things themselves, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I think deer stalker and keen senses. I'll let you use stealthy step because you're trying not to like contaminate the crime scene kind of thing.
All right.
Okay. So that'd be
Thanks
plus
for that.
3.
+3. All right. So this time I rolled a 9. A little bit better.
A 9. Okay. So, just to further confuse JP, there are 2 kinds of actions that we're going to be using in Legend in the Mist. They're simple and detailed. Okay? We've been doing detailed. A detailed includes that step where it says spending power on effects. Okay? A simple roll, you just get success, fail, or success with consequence. So you immediately notice, let me see. First of all, their armor, the armor that these things are wearing, have the look of being... Examining the gear of the awakened sentry may conjure to mind memories of the old kingdom of Gwerdalin, an ancient civilization that predated the Dalish, and whose ruins still remain until now. So this is basically Gondor and Arnor. This is the fallen kingdom from 300 years ago that used to control this whole part, all of the Dales and way beyond. And now all that's left of old Gwerdalin is ruins and dungeons and the occasional Amun Sul tower somewhere, right? And you recognize this armor as looking like it belongs to soldiers or knights of that realm. So you remember in the movies they did the weird helms for the soldiers of Gondor that were defending Minas Tirith. Yeah, they were supposed to be like wings or whatever, but they looked like cone heads. Yeah. It's like that. Okay. It's that distinctive armor of people of the Old Kingdom. You also notice there is a dark ooze dribbling from the wounds, but not just from the wounds, but so the corpse looks to you like it was like in a peat bog or something like that, like bodies can be preserved in a bog. Yeah. It looks to you like that's the kind of situation, and the corpse got suffused with this almost like oil, like black goo. And as you use your deer stalking skills and your woodland knowledge, you notice a few blades of the barley have traces of this black goo that you can kind of see the direction they came from.
All right, so maybe I'll continue on. Does anybody want to come with me? I'll use my deer stalker and my keen senses to follow it for a little while, but I'm very wary. There's a lot of wariness going on. I'm very cautious. Maybe I've already got an arrow notched. Ready to.
I like it.
Well, I will go with you because I'm wanting to again make a name for myself. So.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. And you guys are going to take her back to town?
I think she needs to go back to town, and she's not going to get there.
That's true.
Both those things are true.
How far is the town from where we're at?
It's about one commercial break away. You're only like 20 minutes from the middle of town.
If y'all will wait, we can come back and hang out.
I'll handle this for you. You don't have to follow it very far. You get to the other side of the Barley, and it confirms your suspicion. If y'all want to look at the Ravendale map. I'm sorry, the Dale Lands map. If you see Ravenholm and you go through the mountain pass there, you go more or less southeast, you'll see the marshes. Yes. You think they came from the marshes, somewhere across that little creek there that separates the bounds from the marshes. You definitely know they came from that direction, and just the smell of them indicates to you that they were probably soaking in the marshes at some point recent.
Marshes.
Moisha.
I love it.
Is this something that we've ever heard rumor of?
No.
Okay.
No. You never heard of nothing quite like this. Now, outside of, Ravensdale, you've heard of The Walking Dead. Okay. But you've never heard of
And this close to.
Yeah, or this specifically, you know, how they're covered in oil and they smell like the marshes. Like you don't know anything about bog zombies or anything like that.
Bog zombies, nice.
But they definitely, you definitely haven't had anything like this come into your own lives before. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Smelly bog zombies.
So Tilly is a Sodom orphan.
Yes.
Is there anything that from his area there, Sodomore?
So if you look at your map, Sodomore is northwest of Ravenholm. See it up there? Mm-hmm. You see Ravenholm? South central part of the map.
Yeah, Sodomore.
Yeah, there's Sodomore and there's Ravenholm. So actually Sodomore is further from the marshes.
Yeah.
But you may have traveled around some, a little more than some of the other characters.
Travel.
You know, you've heard stories of the Walking Dead, right? The unclean spirits that can possess bodies.
Okay.
But this is the first time you've fought one.
Right.
But you don't know what the black goo means, and you don't know what the armor of a bygone age means.
Simples.
All right.
Simples.
Okay, so do you still want to take a suit?
Oh, from them?
Yeah.
Not entirely. I mean, I'm looking at what my guy would actually use. And no, I mean, to begin with, I think a sword is too big for.
Yeah, probably too big for a 14-year-old.
12.
A 12-year-old, even better.
An undersized.
Yeah, an undersized, underfed, underfed 12-year-old.
Small enough to fit in a chimney, you know.
Yeah. I think you're better off sticking with daggers.
Probably. That's what I'm thinking. So do you touch it? Is that what you're asking to?
No, you mentioned something about taking one of their swords because we were talking about inventory in general.
Well, yeah, in general. But I'm going to leave it. You know.
I'm new to this game too, guys.
Yeah, you understand.
So we'll figure it out together. I don't know. Okay. So, but I will say this in general. If you have a piece of equipment that's part of one of your themes, I'm not just going to have it get broken or eaten by a rust monster or fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
But if it's in your backpack,
right, yeah,
right, like JP, your notched sword, I'm not just going to be like, oh, your notched sword, falls into the marsh and is never seen again because it's part of one of your themes, right? But if you just have a spear in your backpack, I might make you lose that. Does that make sense?
Let me
good reference to rust monster too.
I think JP is frozen. Are you there, JP?
I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. You're just frozen on my screen.
My camera's weird. It looks like I'm looking down.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you unfroze. Go ahead.
Let me refine my question
about
that sword. Was that sword cool ass like their armor, or was it just a plain looking sword?
Both. It's cool ass, but it's a little bit rusted and notched from being in a marsh for 300 years. But they are cool looking.
Leaving it.
They're pretty cool looking.
Leaving it.
All right. I assume you guys return to town.
But before we go, this would be something that we would know because we live there. Is this something we need to do we need to bring one of these back with us? Will anybody believe it if we say that, is this something that somebody needs to do something and we need to bring proof?
Yes and no. Yes, it's something somebody needs to do something about. I think if it was just Tilly by himself, they might not believe him, or Tilly and what's her name, Willow. But you guys are responsible adults,
respectable folk.
Yeah, well, responsible adults.
This is going to be coming from a not a gnome or halfling.
Yeah,
a fat little halfling, right? You think anybody's going to buy that story about
fatling?
A fatling.
One of my flaws is not taken serious.
Not taken serious.
I understand why you're asking about bringing proof. Maybe your character might think, let's at least bring a helmet or something, more than just our word, because people don't tend to take you seriously.
Oh, right, yeah.
But Jane and Garen are both serious,
serious looking.
Y'all are young adults, but you are adults.
But I'm the size of a kid.
Right.
A big fat kid. So that's why nobody takes me seriously.
Right. You're right.
Okay, what's happening here?
I ride a giant boar.
You're a giant.
All right, I'm going to send you guys.
Some pig.
I thought about naming it Wilbur.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sending you guys 3 pictures, okay? These are 3 important NPCs in the town. The first one, the guy in the red shirt, is Alderman Beeks. Basically, I want each of you guys to have a connection or backstory with one of these characters. You would know them all. JP, I'm going to go ahead and give you the connection with Alderman Beeks because we already established he sent you on this mission to go chase off these hooligans and bandits. Remember that?
Yep.
All right.
He kind of looks like the guy from...
Is that the
Yeah, we'll
first
get
guy?
Zac Efron.
Yeah, Zac
we'll get
Efron.
Zac Efron to play
this one,
Alderman
yeah.
Beeks.
That's the first guy?
Yes. Yes.
That
Okay.
Galifianakis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Galifianakis.
between 2 ferns.
Oh, what?
Right.
He said Zac Efron.
That's a different guy?
Yeah,
Oh, well.
very different.
High School Musical.
Oh, I apologize to all the Zac Efron fans out there. All right. The
He's
second
listening.
one is Eleonora. Eleonora is a retired Red Marshal who used to guard Ravenholm and has since settled here. So the Red Marshals are the closest thing that the Dales have to like a police force and a militia. Okay? They're like Texas Rangers. There's only like 8 or 10 of them in the whole Dales, and you might just have one assigned to your village. And he's kind of the Andy Taylor of the village, right? It's like, you know, he doesn't even wear his sword most of the time. He's just there to kind of keep the peace and, you know, chase off wolves and stuff, and occasionally, you know, organize the fire brigade. That's what the Red Marshals are. She's a retired Red Marshal. One of you guys knows her. And then Lifel Macross. Oh, Lifel Macross. He is a very high-strung local farmer, as you can see from his pitchfork.
Yeah.
So which one of you guys knows Elnora, the retired Red Marshal, and which one of you guys knows Lifel?
I think I know.
Okay, right?
'cause,
Yeah, that
you
makes
know,
sense. Yeah.
I'm looking for local produce.
Okay,
You know,
all
farm
right.
to table.
Okay, all right.
Always looking for good ingredients.
All right,
And
okay.
maybe he's a little high strung. Maybe he partakes of, some of those timely snacks.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Calm
there
him
you
down a
go.
little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. He needs some timely snacks. Is what he needs. Jason, were you gonna say something?
No, I'm not sure that Tilly fits with Red Marshal, unless Red Marshal has looked the other way.
Or possibly you've had a run-in with her in the past. She's a little older, so maybe she was what's the word I'm looking for? Patient with you, lenient is the word I'm looking for.
Maybe so. I mean,
maybe when you first got to Ravenholm, she was a little lenient towards you. Trying to keep you on the straight and narrow without you ending up banished.
Right. I had it as a tag idea was a guilty but scratch. Your reputation precedes you, that kind of thing. But,
yeah.
But anyway.
That would be more like a weakness tag.
Yeah, right. As a weakness, but it's not something I'll use.
Now, JP.
Yep.
Are you ready for more, or are you flooded?
I'll take it.
All right.
It's like Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
I'm gonna take what you have to give me.
Okay. When you are putting your tags together for an action, okay, and let's say it's one of those crazy actions where you're already at +5, you can evoke one of your weakness tags. If you do, you take one away from your power, but you get to mark. What's it say there? Advancement, or what's it say?
Improve. Yep.
All right. So whether you succeed or not, if you voluntarily invoke a weakness tag, you get to mark and improve. And when you mark 4 improves, you get to improve. Well, there's 3, but then when you would mark the 4th one, right? So like you mark 3, and then when you would mark the 4th one, instead you erase them and you get something new.
Oh, that's terrible.
So you get a tag.
That's terrible. It should just be when you fill in the 3rd one.
Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I need to double check that.
There's only three circles.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Are the improved ones the new power tags?
Yeah, so that would be, for example, you could get a new power tag, or you could unlock the special, what are they called at the bottom of each?
Special improvement.
Right, you could unlock the special improvement for one of your themes, or you could get a new power tag, or eventually, like you can evolve your tags and, move up to adventurer level and all kinds of great stuff. But that's how you gain XP. in this game is you voluntarily lean into one of your weaknesses, and then succeed, fail, whatever, you get to mark and improve.
I like that theme. The succeed, fail part.
Yeah.
I think Jane will consistently use web behind the ears and underestimate my foes because she's still new to this.
Exactly. And so you'll be able to quickly advance if you're voluntarily taking that point off. I can also force you. I can invoke one of your weakness tags, but it's the same deal. You still get an advance even if I make you do it. But that's why I wrote down all of your weaknesses over here, because I need to keep them in mind. Right.
Now, can we use that on a reaction as well? Is it any roll?
I'll have to check that. Send that in the chat, so I'll remember to check it. My instinct is to say yes, but I need to double check. Okay, so the village of Ravenholm is set in the heart of the Dale. All roads in this region wind back to the quaint village sooner or later. You walk the path until the sun glows brightly in the dour afternoon sky. Then you finally catch sight of the shingle-roofed houses, the scent of wood fires dancing in the air. Joyful conversations between neighbors are ever present. Yet these familiar sights are not enough to calm you after such a harrowing experience. You wonder how long the peace may last, if other such horrors are walking in Ravensdale. You pass by warm smiles and hearty greetings, but these folks are not blind to your torment, as they notice that you may have something to say. So, as you guys are coming into town with... What's her name? Willow?
Willow.
As you guys are coming into town with Willow, so I'm going to resend this in Slack. This is just a simple little picture of sort of the layout of Ravenholm. You guys are coming in that road from the northwest towards the bridge there that's kind of the center of town in front of the alderman's home. And when everybody sees poor Willow is kind of panting and laying across Truffles' back, and everybody can see the harrowed look in your eyes and all these things, kind of a crowd starts to gather a little bit as you guys reach the middle of town, and there's several villagers there, including the 3 villagers that I sent you pictures of. What on earth happened? Is Willow okay? That's Alderman Beaks. You don't recognize me? I'm right. Have you been blinded, boy? Blinded! It's me, Alderman Beaks. What's happened? I sent you out to scare off some bandits, and you attacked poor Willow?
No,
Is he a big rooster?
we didn't.
Sounds like Foghorn Leghorn.
I say! Speak up, boy. I'm talking to you.
I'm a grown man. We scared off the bandits, and then we were coming on back, and we saw Willow at the edge of the barley field, and then these skeletal things, undead, attacked. Came out of the barley field and attacked her, and we fought them off.
Skeletal things?
Saved her.
We are now entering the Concerned Villagers Challenge. Here is the threat. After a hero presents a claim, the villagers give them an untrustworthy look. Someone points and accuses, and the crowd starts joining in. Who would like to take an action to try to deal with the threat of people giving you untrustworthy looks?
Well, okay. So, if not you...
I mean, they're throwing them at me, right?
Well, sure. Who's got the tags? JP's character is built for fighting. Lynn's character is built for hunting.
I mean, I don't know that I have, that I necessarily have them, but I'm going to try.
Okay. You could definitely use the helmet as a story tag.
Okay.
Right? You can invoke it once. You get 1 point from holding up the helmet.
Okay. So one of my themes is people, and it's halfling.
Okay.
So my flaw is that I'm not taken seriously. But can one of the tags is halfling? How do I use that? Can I use that as like, hey, they basically recognize that, or they know that halflings are usually pretty straightforward.
I agree.
They're not bullshitters.
I totally think you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if y'all have a tag like that from the race thing, like you're is one of your tags that you're an orphan from what you call it?
No, that's kind of the name you suggested.
Okay, that's okay.
That's more orphan.
But it's not a tag.
No, it's more.
But
like
if you have a tag like dwarf or elf or halfling, you can kind of use that, like you're saying, for anything that kind of seems to go with that. Like if you're a dwarf and you're trying to figure out if this passageway is going to collapse, or you're an elf and you're trying to be arrogant.
Okay.
So
be an asshole.
Okay.
Okay. So
the helmet is one.
Yep.
And the
halfling.
Yes.
Hey, I'm a straight shooter.
Right.
Fatling.
A fatling, yes. I'm going to.
We don't body shame in this game.
I'm going to.
Yes, we do.
There's a little bit of body shaming going on. Okay.
I'm going to.
Some playful body shaming. It'll be all right.
I'm going to meet their questioning gaze with cheerfulness.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
And
not going to get defensive.
And then I'm going to try for my fourth one is patient. I'm going to be patient with them, and I understand because I knew that they weren't going to take me seriously. But I'm going to use my flaw, not taken seriously. So it was +4, so it'll be a +3.
Okay. Your weakness?
Weakness.
Yeah.
When I was talking to him, it says I'm a loner. I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel.
Oh God!
All game to say that.
Oh yeah, right. Now every time you evoke that tag, you're gonna have to say, and -1 because I'm a loader, Donnie. All right, so you are rolling. You said at
+3.
+3.
Yep.
All right, give it a roll.
All right, here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11.
11.
All right. In that case, you do get to mark and improve on that theme.
Halfling theme. I'm going to be a better halfling.
Okay. The crowd starts murmuring among themselves about what should we do. Alderman Beeks speaks up. I say, Magnolias. You thought that was my foghorn leghorn impression, but this is my foghorn leghorn impression. Listen, good people of Ravenholm, let me reassure you that there's nothing to be concerned about. Y'all should return to your homes and make sure to lock your doors tonight. And so on and so forth. But then, Alnora bangs her sword against her shield and calls for action. What? Lock ourselves in our homes? Don't be ridiculous, old man. This is our moment to take arms. Grab your pitchforks and hoes, good people of Ravenholm. We must form a posse and head out at once to face this evil head on.
Tilly wants more than that.
Okay.
He's gonna run out. He's gonna throw his hands up. And he's gonna be like, no, honest. This is a bad idea. You should have seen these things.
Okay.
Like, honest, they're frightening. This could come to no good.
Okay. Put together an action for me. I like it.
It's not much of an action, but
she is trying to push them towards the rally limit. There are 3 limits in this scene. There's the reassure limit, there's the rally limit, and there's the panic limit.
And the panic limit. We
haven't gotten to the panic phase yet.
Oh, is that right?
You'll never guess what NPC is going to be trying to push towards the panic limit. You'll never guess.
All I really have for this is a winning smile and youthful charm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah. That's still plus 2. That's not bad.
Well, no, they're not 2 individual ones.
Oh, that's one tag?
That's one. Yeah.
Okay,
Youthful charm.
You're still at plus 1. Understand. You can do something even if you have 0 tags for it.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just saying, just keep in mind, sometimes you won't have any tags. You can still try to figure out something or convince somebody.
But I'm also going to use a negative here.
Okay. What's your?
It's for a straight roll, and I'm a gambler. I can beat the odds. I can see this crowd is turning.
I don't think that applies in this situation.
All right, that's fine. Okay, then we're going to go with a plus 1.
Okay.
All right.
Crit. What, boxcars?
A 5. Look at that. Is that boxcars? No. 2 5s?
2 5s.
And a 1. And something.
Okay. All right. In that case, you are able to
Daggerheart.
Yes, there you go. All right. So you are able to push them away from the rally limit. And I'll let you spend that point on reassure. Okay? So we're at 1 on the reassure limit. And then who should step forward but old Macross? Now, Macross has been the end is near, the sky is falling, the government is turning the frogs gay, you know.
I knew it.
Global warming is real. You know, the contrails, he's that guy, right? And so he's like, I've been telling y'all for the longest, and now it's happening. Run for your lives. We've got to try to get, I'm trying to get the panicked. I'm sorry. We gotta flee to Barley Town. Grab only your most necessary possessions, loved one and pets. We gotta head to Barley Town before sunset. Everybody panic! Does anybody want to?
Either you guys want to deal with this on the computer, or do you want me to try?
I don't know if they have any tags. Well, JP, you might have some tags.
I mean, I think I may have to use a weakness because I'm a loner dotty, a rebel. But I can say, good people of Ravenholm, don't listen to this maniac. He doesn't know what he's talking about. We can deal with this. Don't panic. All is well.
Well, hold on a sec, because I think JP has inspiring cheer, laugh off damage, or laugh off danger,
and fiery rhetoric,
and fiery rhetoric. That would be plus 3.
Her reputation.
Do you want to try it, JP?
And change my stars. That's right. Sure.
I don't think change your stars is going to help in this situation. Cheerful resolve, laugh off danger, fiery rhetoric, definitely.
Okay, so it's 3, right?
Yes, sir.
4 plus 2 is 6, 9.
9. And how much power were you rolling with?
3.
3. You are able to convince the people not to panic, not to go off half-cocked, but to stay in their homes, listen to the alderman, and, give him a chance and possibly you a chance to figure out what should be done before everybody panics and goes off half-cocked.
I just pictured from Blazing Saddles the Gabby Johnson is right scene.
Howard Johnson is right about Steven Johnson being right.
That's genuine gibberish.
My favorite part, he says all this crazy stuff, and then the guy says, who can argue with that? All right, if you like this kind of content, tune in next time as we continue our little 3-session tryout of Legend in the Mist on 11 Foot Pole.